Hey guys, it's Destiny, and the recent 1.2 livestream revealed new Relic sets that may actually be the new best in slot sets for a lot of our current roster, or it could be a good alternative to have on some characters as a whole, which is what we're going to be going over today, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. The new Relic and Planar sets that were revealed is the Disciple set, the new Messenger set, and for the Planar sets, it's the Rutilant Arena set, and the Broken Keel set. To begin with the Disciple set, the set increases the wearer's maximum health, and for the 4-piece, it will increase the wearer's crit rate whenever they are hit or have their health consumed by an ally based on this wording. While we do not know how much crit rate we'll be able to gain through this set, it seems like a very nice set overall for characters that would value having their maximum health increased, as well as wanting to be hit quite often or having their health drained. As for the Messenger set, it increases the wearer's speed, and the 4-piece will increase the speed of all allies when an ultimate is used on an ally. This set looks very good for any character that uses their ultimate on team members, as it'll increase the speed of all your allies, which could be very useful for characters being able to go numerous times in turn cycles, and this can definitely make a very good difference in battle depending on how much speed is granted from the set. As for the Planar sets, the Keel set is able to increase the wearer's effect resistance, and once the wearer has a certain amount of effect resistance, then all allies will have their crit damage boosted. This can be a very good set for characters who appreciate effect resistance, and for those who aren't sure what effect resistance is used for, it is a stat that allows characters to resist crowd control debuffs, such as being frozen, imprisoned, and so on. For the final set, which is the 2-piece arena set, 2-piece increases the wearer's crit rate, and once they reach a certain amount of crit rate, their basic attack and skill damage will be boosted. This set is very good for characters that prioritize doing a lot of damage with their basic and especially their skills, and this bonus can be nice overall. Now that I've gone over what these sets do though, let's get into what characters actually benefit from these sets. To begin with the Disciple set, the biggest character that comes to mind that could benefit from this will likely be Blade. For those who don't know much about Blade, he is a character who sacrifices his own health to become stronger, as his skill decreases his health by a set amount to boost his damage and also enhance his basic attacks, and his ultimate does more damage depending on how much health he has lost. Depending on how much health Blade loses though from his own kit being his skill and technique, it can also create a benefit to have more health, as this will allow for greater sums of health to be lost. As for the 4-piece effect, it will increase his crit rate, and Blade will appreciate being hit as he gains charges each time he loses health. This can be really good for Blade having a consistent amount of additional crit rate through the 4-piece set, and can likely make a difference in damage output as well, since now you can focus more on crit damage to do more damage with your critical hits. This set seems to be a set that not many characters currently in our roster care about, except for characters who honestly want their maximum HP increased and also want to be hit and want the crit rate increase as well. Overall though, I'm sure Blade would heavily appreciate this set, as it may honestly be his best in slot. We'll just have to wait and see until he's here. And before we discuss the Messenger set, if you are enjoying this video so far, consider subscribing to see more Serval content, and now let's carry on. As for the Messenger set, this set looks incredible for majority of support characters. This set can be great for our current healers and also great for our current Harmony characters that have an ultimate that applies to an ally. To begin with our healers, Natasha heals the whole team with her ultimate, and as a result, the 4-piece set, she can heal the team as well as increase the speed of all allies. This can be pretty good in a scenario where the enemy is doing a lot of damage to your team, and the healing alongside the speed increase can possibly alter the turn order so that one of your allies gets bumped up in the cycle or is now able to attack twice in the turn cycle rather than once, and can result in more damage output. The same can also be said about Bailu, as her ultimate heals your whole team and can do the same thing as stated with Natasha, as a speed increase and heals can be quite beneficial. Ideally, if you do use this set on Natasha or Bailu, attempting to speed tune your team a tad so that your main DPS is still faster than your healers can be really good, as if your main DPS takes damage, you can still heal the DPS afterwards with your healer if need be. As for Harmony class characters, the best users would be Ting Yun, Asta, and Bronya. Unfortunately, Yukong cannot take use of this set supportively due to her offensive ultimate, but the other three mentioned can. Asa's ultimate already increases speed by a fixed amount, but the set should also be able to increase ally speed further, which can result in Asa making your team very fast, like maybe even Sonic fast, especially if she has high uptime on her ultimate. Then if your team does not have speed boots or a lot of speed substats, Asa can be used to highly speed up your characters, and you can take advantage of that to possibly attack more than once in a turn cycle if the current characters are only going to go once in that turn cycle. As for Bronya and Tingyun, they both buff your team in different ways, which is Bronya increases attack and crit damage through her ultimate, and Tingyun gives energy to an ally and increases their damage potential. The speed increase can be nice as an additional bonus to the bonuses they already give through their kits. You can consider the set even on Japard if you want your Japard to be a bit faster and allow him to also give shields as well as increase your team's speed. This can be beneficial as well to have an added on bonus to his shields being given to allies. Japard can also appreciate speed in order to attack more often to regenerate more energy, to use his ultimate more often as well, and also he could possibly freeze more enemies with his skill. Overall, this set is very nice for a majority of supportive characters to further support your team. And now let's get into the Planar sets. For the Keel set, this increases the effect resistance of the wearer and also increases allies' crit damage once the character that is using this set reaches a certain amount of effect resistance. This set is also highly beneficial for your supportive characters. Abundance class characters can highly take advantage of this set as they'll be able to increase your allies' crit damage, and effect resistance is beneficial on healers, as they do not want to be affected by crowd control debuffs, as that can hinder their supportive capabilities by quite a lot. As for Harmony class characters, this can also assist them to reduce crowd control debuffs by building a bit into effect resistance and gaining effect resistance from the set, as well as being able to buff your allies' crit damage on top of whatever buff the Harmony character is already giving to the team. Overall, this set is very nice for supportive characters as well and can likely be nicely paired with the Messenger set for a very good supportive build. As for our last Planar set, the Arena set increases the crit rate of the wearer, and once their crit rate reaches a certain point, the basic and skill damage increases. This set looks very nice for characters that do a lot of damage with their skills and like to also use their skills a lot, which the top characters that come to mind can possibly be Zila, possibly Sushang, and so on. This set definitely has potential to be a very nice offensive set and could be a good option or even alternative to our current sets for DPS potential. That'll be all though for my recommendations and thoughts on the new Relic sets. Overall, these Relic sets are very nice to have, and 1.2 will bring amazing options for our supportive characters especially. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to see more style content from me, leave a like to support the video, and lastly, let me know in the comments down below, who are you looking forward to using these sets for and who do you think they'll be really good for? Like always, I hope you all have a nice one. Peace.